Well, folks, here it is. It just showed up on the channel, ready to introduce itself to me, claiming it's here to get the job done. Curious to find out? Then come with me, because today's talk is straight to the point. Is the Roku Express 4K really worth the price, or does it just look good on the box? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And if you landed here by accident, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and smash that like, because today we're going way beyond an unboxing. We're breaking down expectations, confronting reality, and figuring out if this streaming device is just another shiny 4K Ultra HD gadget, or if it actually delivers real value. Forget the marketing talk and sales pitches. This is a grounded, realistic review for people who think with both their wallet and their brain. If you're tired of wasting money on generic TV boxes that freeze more than they stream, this video is for you. The promise is simple. We're going to show you what the Roku Express 4K really does, and what it doesn't. And trust me, there are a few things people aren't telling you. Have you ever noticed how some things win you over before they even power on? Well, that's exactly the vibe with the Roku Express 4K. When you take this streaming device out of the box, it doesn't scream tech. It whispers efficiency. It arrives compact, neatly organized, with a remote control featuring shortcut buttons for popular apps, batteries, a power adapter, and even that trusty HDMI cable that everyone forgets to buy separately. It's like it's saying, relax, I've got it all covered. And that first impression? It sparks something rare these days. Instant trust. The box is modest, no gimmicks, but what's inside shows thoughtful design. A mounting sticker, a well-laid-out manual, even a subtly placed reset button. All of it shows that Roku focused on getting the basics right. There's a clear harmony between tactile simplicity and functional ease. The first time you hold the remote, you feel it. It's light, straightforward, no fluff. And for a lot of people, that's worth more than flashing lights or overhyped specs. This initial experience also doubles as a real-world accessibility test. If someone with zero tech experience can feel confident right away, then the product is doing its job. Case in point, my 70-year-old aunt opened the box, plugged it all in, and within 10 minutes was binge-watching her favorite soap opera on Globoplay. She had no idea what a micro USB was. That tells you something important. When the beginning is smooth, the rest just flows. And speaking of flow, what happens next goes way beyond what you'd expect. You know that old saying, you get what you pay for? Well, it doesn't apply here. At least not when we're talking about a streaming device that's officially certified by Brazil's Anatel, the national telecommunications agency. And that, my friend, means less headache and more peace of mind. In a sea of generic TV boxes, the Roku Express 4K stands out like a breath of legalized fresh air. Being a nationally approved device, manufactured right here in Brazil, isn't just a marketing perk. It's a sign of real support and compliance with everything the law requires. Let's be real. Buying a sketchy, uncertified device that could get blocked by Anatel tomorrow isn't the smartest move, right? That's where this model quietly shines. While many people fall for the temptation of saving a few bucks importing some questionable gadget, those who choose a certified product are actually saving themselves trouble down the road. No mysterious crashes, no unexpected "it just died" moments, no risk of seizure by customs. And honestly, who wants to become an IT technician just to watch a series? Another thing most people overlook, and really shouldn't, is how much easier it is to get customer support and warranty service inside the country. Ever tried dealing with tech support for an uncertified product? Yeah, it's a nightmare. But with Roku, that problem doesn't exist. If something goes wrong, which honestly is rare, help is just a few zip codes away. But hang tight, because once you power the device on, things get even more practical. Installing the Roku Express 4K is like assembling a kid's toy, only with a happy ending in full HD. The setup is a breeze. HDMI cable here, micro USB there, peel and stick the adhesive on the back, and done. In under 5 minutes, the device is stuck to your TV and searching for a Wi-Fi network. For anyone who's ever struggled with clunky Android TV installations or had to watch a YouTube tutorial just to figure out where to plug things in, this is pure relief. Easy installation doesn't even cut it. It's practically intuitive. Now pay attention, especially if you're doing this for the first time. Don't worry, You don't need to be a tech expert. The welcome screen pops up in Portuguese or your preferred language, guiding you step by step like a friendly host. There's no press F8, hold reset for 10 seconds, and pray it works here. It's just clear visual instructions. My 12-year-old nephew did it by himself. Then he said he was going to teach grandma. And yes, she was totally into it. Honestly, that quick setup changes everything. When the device boots up and already offers direct options for login, language, themes, and streaming app shortcuts, it's clear this isn't just about technology. It's about saving time, offering convenience, and respecting your user experience. You can tell Roku isn't trying to wow you with complexity. They're focused on making it work. And speaking of making it work, what shows up next on the screen is where the real magic begins. You know that rare moment when you turn on a device and it hits you with a punch of pure simplicity? That's exactly what happens with the Roku Express 4K's home screen. The interface doesn't try to impress with flashy graphics or overwhelming features. It impresses by doing exactly what it needs to do, straight to the point. No blinking icons, no confusing banners, no maze of settings just to get to the basics. The lightweight system feels tailor-made for anyone who doesn't want to waste time clicking on things that lead nowhere. You're welcomed with clearly placed streaming shortcuts, theme customization, screensaver options, and a navigation system so intuitive that even tech-averse users can figure it out in seconds. It's no surprise that older audiences or people who just want to escape the digital chaos find comfort in Roku. Like the creator says, you don't need to know all of that because you're on my channel. And he's right. The whole experience is built to be understood without a manual. Now tell me, when was the last time a TV box menu didn't make you sigh in frustration? Just the absence of that infamous sluggishness already makes this feel like a smart investment. The commands respond instantly, and everything is exactly where it should be. In fact, that kind of responsiveness is enough to make Fire Stick and Android TV a little nervous. Because here, it's fluidity versus feature overload, and Roku wins with its simplicity. But hey, not everything's perfect. And this is where the small annoyances start to show. Not everything that's practical comes fully loaded, right? And the Roku Express 4K, while absolutely functional as a streaming device, stumbles on a few decisions that make you scratch your head. The most obvious? No volume buttons on the remote. Didn't like that, okay, as the creator would say. I mean, it's 2025, and having to reach for the TV remote just to turn the volume up or down feels like a throwback. It breaks the charm of an otherwise seamless experience. And for those already used to shouting, "Alexa, open YouTube," or "Hey Google, play Stranger Things," the disappointment cuts deeper. Roku's remote has no voice command support. That missing assistant feature puts the device a few steps behind its competition. For users who already have a connected smart home, it's a letdown. And honestly, it wouldn't take much to include this in a modern streaming device, right? It's one of those gaps that not everyone will notice, but the ones who do feel it. This is where the contrast between smooth performance and missing features becomes clear. Everything works well, sure, but these little absences remind you that even cost-effective devices come with trade-offs. You feel the lack here, the creator admits, and he's not wrong. The fluidity is there, the basics are covered beautifully, but those extras? They've been left for another tier. Still, let's be fair. Sometimes less really is more, especially for users who are looking for something else entirely. You know that audience who just wants to sit on the couch, press a button, and watch their soap opera or their grandkids' YouTube video? That's exactly the sweet spot for the Roku Express 4K. This streaming device speaks the language of simplicity. It's a solid alternative to Android TV. No mental gymnastics, no monk-like patience required to get it working. For seniors or anyone who prioritizes ease of use, it's a breath of fresh air. No complicated menus, no unnecessary apps. It's kind of like a big button phone, straightforward, practical, and welcoming. If the goal is to open Netflix, Globoplay, or any other streaming app with as few steps as possible, this device gets it done. I know someone who bought it for their mom, and within 3 days, she was already setting up shortcuts on her own. That just shows how much a lightweight system and a well-designed home screen really matter. After all, tech is only useful when it's accessible, And here it is. More than just compatible with older TVs, Roku seems compatible with today's patience levels. People are tired of laggy systems or having to update apps before even using them. But Roku, it just works. Sure, it might lack voice control or volume adjustment from the remote, but it delivers the essentials with dignity. And that's where many people, including the creator, end up genuinely surprised. And yes, he's still listening to what you have to say. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Seriously, I want to hear from you. This isn't just a throwaway line at the end of the video. It's a real invitation to chat, to share genuine experiences between those who've already used it and those thinking about giving it a try. That kind of interaction is what turns a product review into a community. And trust me, the creator of this channel gets it. Roku's watching too, you know. And they are. Because when you speak up, you're not just influencing other viewers, you're influencing the people behind the product. This kind of open space makes users feel like part of something bigger. Your opinion doesn't just become a data point, it becomes part of a collective learning experience. A lot of folks base their decisions on the comment section. It carries weight. Sharing your wins, and even your fails, could save someone a headache or help them make a better call. And let's be honest, that's way more helpful than reading another flashy ad. So if you've already got a Roku Express 4K sitting at home, don't keep your experience to yourself. Let us know. What did you like? What felt a little meh? How was the setup process for you? And if you're still on the fence, now's the perfect time to ask questions. Because those who've been through it can shine a light for those just getting started. And speaking of getting started, why don't we take a look at what actually comes inside the box? You don't need to be an engineer to appreciate the beauty of watching content in 4K Ultra HD with HDR. The sharpness pops, the colors come alive, and every detail on the screen seems to scream quality. The Roku Express 4K delivers that in a straightforward, no-nonsense way. It's the kind of tech that doesn't make you study before using. It just lets you enjoy things better. And the best part? It comes with a price tag that won't hit your wallet like some of the competitors. Now let's talk about the accessories. And here, Roku scores big. The device includes everything: HDMI cable, micro USB, remote control, batteries, and even a mounting adhesive. No last-minute store runs for adapters on setup day. These little touches matter. They show respect for the user. Even the reset button, subtle yet accessible, is the kind of thing you only really appreciate when you actually need it. Of course, there are a few missing features worth mentioning. The remote doesn't include volume controls or voice commands. And yes, that can be a drawback for those used to more feature-rich remotes from other streaming boxes. But when you look at the whole package, compatibility with older TVs, a user-friendly system, and real-world convenience, the equation adds up, especially when you realize who this device is made for. And when it feels like it's made for you, the decision becomes a lot easier. And now, I want to hear from you. Yeah, you, watching me from the other side of the screen. After everything you've seen and heard about the Roku Express 4K, do you think it's worth every penny? Or are you still a bit skeptical? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to know. And hey, Roku's probably keeping an eye on them too, so make it count. But look, more important than commenting is applying what you've learned here. If your priority is simplicity, accessibility, and real value for money, you might have just found what you were looking for. But if voice commands, volume control on the remote, and a more feature-rich setup are must-haves for you, then maybe there's a better fit out there. The key is making a conscious choice, not falling for flashy marketing. So tell me this, do you want to keep learning how to make smarter tech decisions and avoid getting trapped by hype? Want to level up your ability to compare, choose, and invest in devices that truly deliver? Then hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and come with me on this journey of honest, no-nonsense reviews. Because here, we don't sell illusions, we deliver insight.